We learned this week more of the strange, inadvertent genius of US President Donald Trump for confecting accidental metaphors for his own administration.
The reflecting pool has turned into a hotbed of activity. We have crews behind me that are using vacuums to suction up the algae that has accumulated and turned the reflecting pool from the blue, clear water to now a very murky green.
We learned, yes, that the man who got elected promising to drain the swamp has instead installed one, where the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool used to be. We learned that the $14.2 million of taxpayers' money that Trump had spent on painting the pool dark blue, awarded, incidentally, in a no-bid contract to a company which had previously worked on the president's golf courses, but there is almost certainly nothing whatsoever suspicious about that, had precisely the opposite effect upon algae to that which Trump might have hoped for, prompting drastic action.
We also saw crews earlier today dumping in gallon after gallon of hydrogen peroxide into the water.
Not the first time Donald Trump has attempted to remedy an awkward cosmetic issue with hydrogen peroxide, am I right? It's a joke about his hair, and an extremely good one. Tough crowd. We learned, relatedly, that presidential birthday celebrations might have come down a notch or two in the style, grace and general pizzazz departments across the last half-dozen decades or so from this.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
To this.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man! Am I right, America?
We learned, yes, that President Trump's insistence on spending his 80th birthday watching sweaty men wrestling in a cage beneath a stars and stripes spangled contraption towering over what used to be the south lawn of the White House had proved every bit as stately and dignified as might have been predicted.
The fights took place in an 8-sided cage beneath a massive canopy known as the Claw.
Verily, it was like that time Franklin Roosevelt held a monster trucks tug-of-war in the Rose Garden, or Dwight Eisenhower installed a mechanical bull in the Lincoln bedroom. But we learned just how important a moment in the history of the Republic staging an Ultimate Fighting Championship fixture in the White House grounds had been, and we learned this from Marco Rubio, a man whose long ago expressed wish of one day becoming US Secretary of State clearly caused a monkey's paw to twitch somewhere.
When President Kennedy announced that we were going to put a man on the moon and return him safely to the earth, no one thought that was possible, and we did it. We are a nation founded on doing what no one else dared to do and no one else aspired to do. And at some level, that's what this whole company, what UFC has been.
One giant leap from the top rope for mankind. Is that anything? But we learned that even while enjoying all of the above, there were also fireworks and a fly past, though no word as yet as to whether birthday party guests were given a little slice of cake to take home in a bag. The president had also found time to deliver, in the war in the Persian Gulf, the result he had long promised. Abject capitulation, utter humiliation, a generational reduction in strength and credibility. And remember, he never said whose. How weird does it sound if we play the Marine Corps March backwards to cleverly signify shambolic retreat? Yeah, that's just a din. Stick with what we had. We learned anyway that after nearly 4 months of war, hundreds of American casualties, thousands of Iranian casualties, an expenditure of tens of billions of American taxpayers' dollars, barely countable damage to the global economy, and, we do not for 1 second doubt, an amount of careful strategizing and mature reflection, the president had decided that, you know what, it's not really that big a deal if Iran has ballistic missiles after all. Everyone else has. Who cares?
I said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to let Saudi Arabia have missiles, but they can't have them? Yes, sir. Doesn't work that way, you know?
And we learned that a bit of enriched uranium isn't really a thing between friends anyway.
It is a little hard, though, when you say that somebody wants it, other people have it, other adjoining states have it, and you're not letting them have it for purposes of electricity and things like that. It's always a little tough. You have to use a little common sense.
And it's probably not worth the hassle of going and getting it.
You could make the case why you're even bothering, because it's not really valuable. It's, it's probably $500,000 worth. It's not very valuable stuff.
And that, at any rate, we learned the people running Iran, whoever indeed they at this point even are not such bad guys once you get to know them.
We're dealing with people that I think are very rational people, and they were nice to deal with. They were strong people, smart people.
Even if they are, we learned, a little bit backward.
Frankly, they have, in one way, a primitive culture.
Like they probably celebrate their leader's birthday by encouraging muscle-bound oafs to punch each other unconscious in some sort of Mad Max bouncy castle or something. But we learned that even while playing, and obviously very much not in any way losing this complicated game of six-dimensional geostrategic chess, the president had not lost sight of what really matters.
About Greenland, sir?
About who?
Greenland? Did you talk about Greenland?
No, we didn't discuss Greenland.
Not at all?
I should discuss Greenland.
Aside from anything else, round about now, what with one thing and another, Greenland would probably fancy its chances. For Monocle Radio, I'm Andrew Mueller.